Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to come back with another take on another topic today, and that's the roadmap to smart factories. We are lucky to have Mr. Tony Mghabrab, CEO of MEPEQ, but I would like to give a brief introduction about Mr. Mghabrab. Who is an industrial leader and engineering expert with over 25 years of expertise providing customized automation and connectivity for complex engineering projects to guide existing factories on their journey towards Industry 4.0. To materialize his vision, Mr. Mghabrab established MEPEQ, an industrial engineering firm crafting customized innovative solutions and consultancy services for manufacturers from all industries. Using an optimal blend of mechanics, robotics, and human expertise. So Tony Mghabrab is the CEO of MEPEQ, will be speaking today about roadmap to smart factory. Tony?
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Good. As Doctor said, we've been providing solutions, consultancy, automation, and robotic solutions for the last nearly 30 years, especially in Saudi Arabia. So we know very well the landscape of the FMCG business and factories existing here. A few days ago, I was visiting one of our main customers, a big customer with many manufacturing facilities. And one senior manager told me, look, Tony, we've been hearing about Industry 4.0 for the last, I don't know how many years, but to be frank, nothing materialized. So after small reflection, you realize that he's right. I mean, people lag really behind, industry lag behind going to smart manufacturing. And according to statistics, 70% of factories, out of 100% factories who knows about smart manufacturing, only 70% are there to, they have no vision or no action plan to execute it. So we see that everybody needs a roadmap to go into this path, into this transformation. So let us step back a little bit and define what is the fourth industrial revolution. I mean, we have heard it millions of times. We have seen hundreds of definitions. If we come to a small, let's say, similarity, I mean, a small definition in one phrase, I would say it's a connected physical world into a virtual world. So you have the physical world that we are all living in. We are digitally connected to a virtual world present somewhere on the cloud, on the servers. And we are, on a daily basis, transacting with this world. When we order food, our virtual identity interact or transact with the restaurant virtual identity to execute function on the physical world. Somebody will bring the food, deliver it to my house. So the Industrial Revolution is, I mean, with the frequency of evolutions in technologies, which is becoming more and more frequent on a weekly and daily basis, you would say it's no more an evolution from somewhere to somewhere else. Actually, it is a revolution. And when we say revolution, that means a big disruption. That means you have some casualties. That means you have some opportunities. A small example of opportunities could be Amazon. A small another example of casualty could be Toys R Us, who really failed to cope with these new changes. So all this happening around us, Industry 4.0, and especially the manufacturing, is no exception. The digital transformation inside all the factories is not an option, is an obligation. You just need, and the factories need, a helping hand that comes and help them define how to proceed step by step. Every time I talk with one customer about Industry 4.0, he talks about automation or digitalization. It's not true. I mean, robotics and digital, ERPs are present in 20 years and 30 years. Robotics are present since 50 years. The point is, we did not yet get all the benefits of Industry 3.0 to move towards the 4.0. So, as a first step, I would say, no worries. The difference, if you have a factory Industry 3.0 ready, then you just need to connect it. When you have digitalized factory, you are collecting data, and data, relevant data, and these data are stored, accumulated, in order later to put some intelligence up to it. This is where Industry 4.0 comes. So we go back and we say, let us discuss 3.0 first to see how to move it forward, and then we will connect it. And the connection, there's many suppliers in technology, in cloud computing that are ready to help. Sorry. So, automation initiative. So it has been, as I said, a while that automation is present, but the movement or the investment in this field was always considered as a luxury. It is not part of the main process. If I want to produce bread, automation is a luxury. If I want to produce beverage, unless it's outside the human capabilities, then I go for automation. What is really essential is we change our way of thinking of automation. Yes, automation has to be justified, but let us consider it from a different perspective. Let us not only look at the return of investment. No, we go more than that. We go on return of objective. If safety is important, if connectivity is one part of a strategy, then let us do it. Especially in Saudi Arabia, with a lot of initiatives coming from the government, you have the chance really to step ahead of other countries. And what I'm saying about the situation in the industry is applicable worldwide, not only in Saudi Arabia. Of course, you have different maturities in different type of industry, but the FMCG industry is really lacking behind worldwide. So when you want to go and automate, have a partner that looks into all the details and act in an excellent way in order to help you define why you are doing it, how you're going to do it. So if at the end of your study, despite all the return on objective justification, it doesn't turn out to be viable, forget it. It's not a miss. You can always digitize a factory, even if it is totally manual. The factory who produces handmade shoes, do you think he will automate it one day? Never. This is his value proposition, this is his value added. but he can always come and then connect all his manual operators to have a more insights, to have transparent data of what's going on inside the factory, and then later automate it and then connect it. So, where to start? We have a say in the company. We say we need to redefine new machine. And then this is really, really fundamental in the way we look at things. We only look at machines. We only look at smart machines. Oh, best technology, best of class machines. What happens when you bring this machine to an operator who is not used to that, who is used to operate a machine 20 years old? So it is a human aspect is a very essential aspect. A performing organization is a combination of a performing human and a performing machine. They go hand in hand together. So, whenever you want to start with a project, a huge project like digitalization, start with a culture change inside the company. Have the people around you know about what is it. What are the opportunities? Let them train them, send them to seminars, expose them to knowledge. Once they are there on board, they can help. One person cannot take a big table. You need all the people around the table to help from their part in order to be able to lift a table. So the human part is the most important and essential part in any transformation. Now, I've heard many times, oh, we have recruited this big consulting companies that has been really sponsored by the government, and they are going to solve all the problems. Not true. And not true at all. These companies are here to execute their own strategy because they define they want to sell this to here or to that country or to that place, where your strategy is completely different. And nobody in this world knows your factory, your operation more than you do. So don't ask technology vendors to define your enterprise architecture. You do it with your people. Don't be fooled by pre-baked integration. Some people would say, we have a package. We can sell you this package to connect your lines, and then you collect all the data. See, what is your experience? Where did you implement it? Is there any similar industry? Is there any similar operating mode to what we do? In every company, you have a value added coming from the people, value added coming from the management, and then later from the machines and the operators. So whenever somebody comes and propose an integration or a pre-baked integration, ask yourself 100 times, is that correct, or is that feasible for you or not? Otherwise, it could have been really very easy to go to Industry 4.0, to smart manufacturing. I go to this supplier, I buy this, to this supplier, I buy that, and I'm finished. I'm done. I'm smart factory now. So define your strategy and roadmap with the measurable milestone. So can you imagine now you have built a culture for a change, going to the future, simulating different aspects and opportunities, and all your team are all together, each in his own place, whether in maintenance, engineering, in operation, production, accounting, finance, and then do it, define it yourself with the help of the consultant. There's no problem. But then you do it yourself. When you define a a milestone step by step with small achievement, then everybody will feel satisfactory. Let us first connect the lines, the production lines on the MES to see how is the performance of the line. We collected now, we have seen some anomalies here and there, so let us work on it. So the fact that you digitize one of the production line, and you have seen that you are able now to improve the performance of that line of a specific percentage, then everybody will be happy. This will be fantastic. This is a good milestone. This is a very positive energy to proceed and go ahead with further steps. Before that, something that I need as well to mention here. Whenever you define your strategy, you know that Industry 4.0 or digital transformation needs a lot of suppliers, a lot of partners. You have the consultant, yes, but you have the technology partner as well. You have the software partner, ERP and so forth. You have the automation partner. So there are too many aspects. And then none of them should overrule the other one. If you don't have a complete set of functionalities among them that you monitor and you control, then the project of transformation is doomed to fail. Change how you buy your new manufacturing assets. So again, I go back to the point where when we buy an automation project, now we have to go for the cheaper. What is the cheapest solution on the market? I need to take it because I have only this return on investment acceptable by the management. Okay, but wait a second. Is your strategy saying go for the cheapest because we want to make today more money, or because we want to make more money in the future? And if it is in the future, let us think today, how can you buy something that is compatible with the future, that is compatible with Industry 4.0, whether in modularity, interoperability, or connectivity, and all of that. And so when you buy a new machine, you say to the supplier, now how can I connect this machine? What information can I collect? Am I collecting only operation information or maintenance operation? I need not only the operation to optimize my production, but I need as well maintenance and some sensors inside the machine to collect the maintenance data. Whenever I have extra vibration or extra heat or extra whatever, then I will collect all of this, and I have a very strong base of database where with time I will be able to train an AI system and then predict and make decisions on my behalf for the future. So it is really very essential to take an automation supplier, solution supplier, who understands these aspects, who helps you in deciding which is best for your application, and depending on your strategy, of course. So once you succeed in digitizing, you're connecting your factory, then you are in different league. So imagine now that your factory is present virtually on the cloud. So you have a digital twin of your factory, you have digital twin of your R&D, so you can simulate new product, you can run this new product in your factory virtually. So imagine how much time, how much time is reduced when you go to a new product. Imagine the saving in sustainability, the waste that you could produce. So this opened up to all the technologies today available for the Industry 4.0. And then there's a number today: big data, artificial intelligence, digital twin, virtual reality, and all of this will be available for you because now your factory is connected as if your restaurant next door with his menu is connected. It is tough, it has a big inertia, it's a lot of work, but I think you have no option. No option. So we run through this. Thank you very much.
Mr. Tony, thank you very much for that. That was fantastic. I'm sorry we ran out of time.
Oh, really?
But yeah, unfortunately, we went over time, actually.
Okay.
But thank you very much for joining us at the Industrial Summit.
Thank you for the
And
opportunity.
could we have a photograph, please?
Yes.
Is our photographer here? We have our photographer. While we're waiting for the photographer, he's just being called to come to the room. I'd just like to say the next session, I'd like to welcome back to the stage Mr. Ryan Harmon, who's going to be moderating a panel, Automation in Warehousing and Shaping the Future of Logistics. And he will be moderating the panel made up of engineer Khalil Sibali and Mr. Quinton Naylor. And we'll just get a photograph and then we will